Well, hi Aquarius! Welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It is time for your monthly reading, the month of I. So I am just going through this deck one more time. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the middle card in the first part of the reading. Here we go. We're going to pull your cards. For Aquarius, please. What do they need to know for the month of I? Woo! There you are as the Queen of Swords. Oh, I see 3 queens already. Wow. For Aquarius. Okay, let's see what we got here. Aquarius. Ooh. Hey, I know there's the King of Swords. I know the Queen of Swords is right there. Huh. See what we're looking at here. The overall energy is the Queen of Cups. So you have questions about love and on your mind if this is your reading. I have a few cards left to go towards the second part of the reading. So the Queen of Cups is surrounding your entire reading. This is what we're going to talk about. It's the only cup in the deck that has a lid on it. There's little windows around the lid. And what the Queen's doing is trying to peer in that cup because it's full of answers to love questions, as cups are love. So, this is also water, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer that might be strong in your chart or in somebody else's around this reading. So, this is what we're going to talk about. You're wanting answers to love. I have King of Swords in your highest energy. So this is your card. It's up in your highest energy. This is air, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. They're all male or female, all the cards. You are holding a sword up here. And it's really in self-protection. It's almost like, because swords are about truth and clarity. I just feel like you're not getting the truth and clarity, or you might be blocking the truth and clarity that you're seeking answers for. So let me just keep reading. Next to the King of Swords is the Queen of Wands. Again, male or female. This is fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that might be strong in your chart or somebody else's around this reading. The Queen of Wands now is holding the staff of fresh starts and new beginnings, but it's also a staff of passion. So, sitting on your thrones, not getting up, not moving forward, wanting to move forward. I feel like you're very passionate because it's right above the Queen of Cups and it's about love questions. You might have questions about your own qualities or about your own actions as far as the Queen of Wands goes. I know you want to move forward. I do have the Queen of Swords next to the Queen of Wands. Again, this is air, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Might be strong in your chart or somebody else's. But with the Queen here, she has her sword up, just like the King has his sword up in self-protection. But the Queen actually has her hand extended, asking for truth, asking for clarity. So the Queen and the King being in the reading is a soulmate energy. So I feel like there is somebody that you really need some questions answered from. And you will be seeking those answers, like the Queen of Cups, right, surrounds the entire reading, seeking answers. And it's about love, but you need truth and you need clarity if this is your reading. You have passion. You're a passionate person. I have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have all 4 queens in this reading. That's a powerful energy. So we have the Queen of Pentacles sitting on your throne again, and you're looking at that pentacle. It's the second biggest pentacle in the whole deck, and you're trying to figure out, it looks like, the stability, the security of a relationship that you have with somebody here. You want to be grounded. You might even wonder if there's going to be an engagement, or maybe you are engaged and you're second thinking it, or something like that. But, so you're really, really focused on that pentacle in your lap, and you cherish it, being the Queen of Pentacles. So you really want and you need security and stability in a relationship, and you need to be grounded. So on the other side of the Queen of Cups, which is what we're talking about here, is the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a black card. It's about not seeing eye to eye with someone, or more than one. It could be about a third individual that's interfering in your relationship. But the Three of Pentacles, this is right below the Queen of Swords here, and it's like, tell me the truth. You know, you're not seeing eye to eye with somebody as far as love goes, and there really might be an interfering energy in this relationship if it's your reading. I have a Tower moment here under the Queen of Pentacles. This is like, it's like suddenly realizing that this is going nowhere. So you're not grounded, you're not secure in a relationship, which really has you thinking here with the Queen of Cups. So there is a Tower moment happening. You be in that or heading towards that. It looks like with the Five of Pentacles under the Queen of Cups. So yeah, so there was, so it looks like this has probably happened before the month of July, or it happens in the beginning of July. Here is the Five of Pentacles about feeling left out in the cold. It's like you have a big blow up here with someone. You want the truth and clarity. You're trying to figure out the love. You have lots of questions about it. And you're feeling left out in the cold, abandoned, alone with this card. So next to the Five of Pentacles is the Ten of Swords. Now, I really like seeing this. So this is under the Three of Pentacles, next to the Five of Pentacles. You're coming out of it. You're coming out of, I think you do get your truth and clarity about the Three of Pentacles and this feeling of being abandoned or left alone or whatever. This energy is going to go away. The Ten of Pentacles is coming to the end of any suffering, any pain that you might be having in this relationship that I'm talking about. So there's no 11 of Swords. 10 is the highest you can go, and it is the card of the end of pain. So you are coming out of it. Let's see. Oh gosh, got another soulmate card here. Oh yeah. Let's take out the rest of these cards. I need a few more, please, for Aquarius. More card. There it is. Okay. Get these down in the same order that they came out. Oh boy. Well, I have the King of Pentacles here. And the Queen of Swords has her hand right out to the King of Pentacles. Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And so there's another soulmate card here. So here you are looking at the Pentacle, wanting stability, security, groundedness in a relationship. You're really kind of on guard about this relationship we're talking about in this part of the reading. The King of Pentacles really cherishing that pentacle again. But it's like this other person really might have earth, might have air in their chart. And that's a might. But the Queen of Swords is asking, has her hand out to the King of Pentacles. And again, they're all male or female. And asking about the security and the stability. Because that's what you really need. And that's what you want in this relationship. This person, if this is your reading, is kind of flighty. They run in and out. Knight of Wands. And they run in and out with that Staff of Passion. Now you have passion for this person. This person just kind of runs in and out with passion. And you can't count on them for anything really. So I do think you have questions, because I think that you have love for this person. You're falling in love with this person. There's somebody else here, some kind of energy that you're wondering is involved. And you have a Tower moment. So there's probably an argument or something, or they say something that's hurtful. And this all just comes together, and it puts you in this place of the Queen of Cups, where you're really trying to figure this out and figure out this love and really how you feel and how they feel. So I have the Fool next to the Knight of Wands. So this is like part of your questions. you're wondering if they are in the fool's energy because they keep running in and out of your life. And you know what happens with the fool's energy, and that's why you're asking here too. And you feel like you might be in the fool's energy because of the way they are. Um, so that's skipping along with your head in the clouds, without a care in the world, throwing caution to the wind, until you come to the edge of the cliff. And I feel like that's what has happened here with this tower moment, because when you go off the edge of the cliff, that is when the tower moment happens. So, yeah, I do feel like there's a big upheaval here in a relationship that you really need truth and clarity to, and you really need to know about the love. I have the Four of Cups next to the Three of Pentacles and right under the King of Pentacles. So you're thinking that maybe you don't want their love. Maybe you don't want to accept their love anymore. And all this is all going to help you decide whether or not you want to be accepting this cup of love any longer. So there's a lot of cups out there, and you're really having to think about whether or not to accept this cup anymore. I have the King or the Hangman right next to the Four of Cups and under the Knight of Wands. So the Hangman is like really being enlightened. So I feel like this truth and clarity, you're going to get some of it. And I think you're waiting for this Knight of Wands to return, it looks like, so you can have this conversation. So the Hangman is like you're being enlightened about their, running in and out, they're flighty, they're in the Fool's energy, and this is not what you wanted to happen in this relationship. This is not turning out the way you'd hoped, okay? But after this conversation that you have, it looks like first off, it looks like you're waiting for them to run back in right here with the Three of Wands. Now this is about waiting for your ship to come in. So you're kind of waiting to have this discussion with them. And like I say, this could have happened before. And I have more cards here that, by the end of July, these things will have taken shape if this is your reading. So you're waiting for your ship to come in. There's 3 ships out there, and you're holding that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. And you're just waiting, it looks like, to have this talk that you need in order to decide whether or not to move forward with somebody who's in your life that runs in and out of your life. I have the Hierophant under the Four of Cups and next to the Ten of Swords. So the Hierophant is a card for Taurus. So Taurus could be strong in somebody's chart here around this reading. But this is about traditional values, traditional morals. It's about marriage. This is a marriage card. It could be living together. It could be, but something like that. Something very grounded, secure, and stable, which is really what you want. And the Hierophant is here. So I feel like this offer that they're trying to come. So when they do come back, they will make this offer after this conversation. Okay? It's not like they're going to, I don't know if they're going to ask you, like, will you marry me? But the offer is going to be more solid and more secure than it was. And you're really just going to have to think about it. And you don't know what to think until you have this conversation with them, really. So what happens is you end up having a lot further conversations through texts or emails, something through the airways. Or even on the phone with this, because that goes through the airways. So the Eight of Wands is back and forth communication. This is going to be very enlightening for you. And you are being enlightened about their actions and who they are, and that they're flighty. You can't really count on them. You can't trust them to be around at a certain time. It just doesn't feel grounded at all. And then I have, through all this conversation, you waiting for your ship to come in, is the Eight of Pentacles. So in the end, it looks like you're going to try to work on this relationship because they give you hope. They offer you something that they might not have a third party, but maybe they do. Maybe there's an ex involved. Maybe there's children involved. Maybe there's a friend whispering in their ear. It feels like there is something going on. But this is going to be cleared up. It's right under the Queen of Swords, and or a third party even. But you're going to end up working on this relationship with the Eight of Pentacles. So this is focusing on working and building a grounded and secure relationship. So they really might be your ship. It's just that it's a rough start. Maybe it was good before, and then it turned out that now they're doing this, and you have a lot of questions for them that you need to satisfy yourself in getting these answers. Okay. So I'm going to pull out an angel card. Ooh, it's right there. I'm going to pull out an angel card. Let's see who it is. Let's see what they have to say. It may or may not have to do with this reading. This is Angel Fiona, and I'll read this card to you. It says, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. So you really are wanting answers bad on this. And you might be seeking for divine help. You might be praying over this or hoping really hard over this. So Angel Fiona just says you deserve heaven's help, and be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. So for some of you, maybe it's a church divine, like somebody at church that's helping you get answers, or you went to for help. And divine guidance can come in a lot of different ways. Okay, this can be divine guidance. You can find divine guidance on just typing in something on the internet that you need answers to. So it comes in a lot of different ways. So pay attention and accept the guidance that you know you're getting. So it looks like it's all going to work out. It doesn't look like a very fun time till it does. And you're really up in your head about this, and you really need those answers, and you will get them. And you know, it looks like there's hope for this person. And you might be feeling hopeless with that Five of Pentacles, and it might be a real tower moment for you for what you're believing and thinking. But until you get your answers directly from the horse's mouth, Knight of Wands, you're not going to know what to think, really, or what to do. So that's really important. So, Aquarius, this is your reading. Thank you for watching. Universal Guidance Tarot. Much peace and love.